everyone, welcome back to GoHighLevel 360. In this video, we are going to be setting up our appointment notification, confirmation, and reminder automation. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, when we are inside our HighLevel account, make sure you go to the Automations tab here and go ahead and select Create Workflow. Now, HighLevel does have obviously some pre-built workflow templates that we can choose from. And for this one, we're going to go ahead and use the recipe for appointment confirmation and reminder. Now, even though this is a pre-built workflow, there are a few things that I see that are missing that I think we should add to just make it a little bit better. So the first thing I like to add to my workflows is internal notifications for me, so that way I'm aware when a new appointment is booked or scheduled, as well as anybody else who's a part of my calendar, especially if I'm using round robin calendars. That way they know that there's an appointment that's being scheduled or booked as well. So let's go ahead to the plus sign at the top here and let's search internal notifications. And for the internal notification type for appointments specifically, I like to keep it as SMS, but you can do email notification as well or internal notification, whatever works best for you. And here I'm going to select the assigned user as my user type. And then I'm just going to paste in a message that says new appointment scheduled, who it was scheduled by, the appointment date and time, and then the meeting location. And then I'm going to hit save. Now, another thing we can do is we can just label this SMS notification. That way it's clear that this is SMS, not internal notification. So if you're adding multiple notification steps, you can label each one so you're aware of messages being sent, whether it's email, SMS, or in-app notification. Now, another thing I would add is if you already have your pipeline built out for your business and your process, and you already have an opportunity stage of appointments scheduled or booked, at this point in time, I would go ahead and add the action to add that contact to your pipeline and to that specific opportunity step. So here you would select your pipeline, and then you go ahead and select your pipeline stage and go ahead and label it, new booked call or something like that. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy my internal notification here, and I'm going to scroll down to 1 hour before the appointment, and I'm going to go ahead and paste it in here. That way I can give myself a reminder that my appointment is coming up in 1 hour. Okay, now if you wanted to, you can clone this again, and you can go ahead and paste it 5 minutes before the meeting. This is optional. You don't have to do this. If you're somebody who would prefer to have an additional reminder just 5 minutes before letting you know that it's time to get ready, you can go ahead and add that in there as well. Okay, so the next thing that I like to do is I like to add more SMS messaging to the appointment confirmation reminder recipe. So for instance, I have a confirmation email, but I don't have a confirmation SMS. So I'm just going to go ahead and add an SMS here. Okay, and here I'm going to put a nice friendly message letting them know that their appointment has been confirmed. Okay, so now I have my SMS confirmation message. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save. Okay, and then the same thing, I'm going to clone this confirmation SMS. I'm just going to copy it here and I'm going to paste it 24 hours before. So I'm going to remind them with a text message again, 24 hours before their appointment. Okay, so now I've added my 24-hour reminder SMS message. I'm going to go ahead and hit save. Okay, so now let's take a look at the emails. So HighLevel does put messaging in these emails. It's pre-built, it's pretty generic. It's, you could use it for your appointments right away, but we are going to need to change the Zoom meeting ID. So here, we're going to remove the link that they add in here, and we're going to replace it with the meeting location. So how we're going to do this is we're going to go up to the top here with this tag icon for our custom values. And we're going to go under appointment. We're going to select meeting location. So this will pre-populate whatever meeting location is inside your calendar, whether you're using your Zoom's connected and you're using a Zoom link, or your Google Calendar is connected and you're going to be meeting over Google Meets, or if it's a custom location that you've put into your calendar for that meeting, it's going to pre-populate here. Now, if this is not a Zoom meeting, obviously you want to change this to when it is time, please use this link. If it's a meeting where you're meeting somebody in person, you might want to change the messaging to match. But some of the other things you would like to keep, like the add to Google Calendar or add to Outlook, cancel, reschedule, those are all links that you want to keep here. And then go ahead and hit save. And then just go through and change each email in the sequence to match what your appointment type is. Okay, once you've made sure the messaging aligns with your business and what kind of appointment it is, the next step is to look at our appointment trigger. So for example, with this workflow, The trigger is just anytime an appointment status is confirmed. So if you have multiple calendars, then anytime somebody books in that calendar and their appointment is confirmed, they're automatically going to go into this workflow. So if you do not want that to happen and you only want people from a certain calendar going into this workflow, then all you have to do is go to Add Filters, go to In Calendar, and then here you can select your calendar from the dropdown and then hit Save Trigger. Okay, now I think our workflow is ready to be live. So the last step is just going and naming your workflow. That way it's something you can easily recognize. So I'm just going to go ahead and give it a name, and then we can hit save, and of course we can publish our workflow. Okay, so go ahead and hit save and make sure you publish your workflow, otherwise it will not be live. And now you can go to your calendar and you can go ahead and schedule a test meeting and see that everything fires correctly in your automation. And that is it. That is how you can create your very own custom automation for your appointment confirmation reminders. Now, there's a few other things you can do. If you are somebody who uses, for instance, maybe you're using Google Sheets to track your appointments and you want to know, who showed, who rescheduled, who canceled, you can also add steps in here to add that contact to a Google Sheet. So GoHighLevel does have it. You can connect your Google account and then go ahead and choose your Google Drive in the sheet that you want to add it to. So you can add that person to your tracking sheet. So that way you can track all of your appointments that have been scheduled. And then additionally, if you already have a cancellation workflow or a reschedule workflow, you can also add a step in there to look up the spreadsheet row for that person's name and then go ahead and update it with no show or canceled, rescheduled, etc., depending on what the outcome of that appointment was. That is all for this video, guys. If you want to see more content like this, more high-level how-tos and tutorials, feel free to subscribe to my channel below. If you like this video, leave a like, and if you have any questions or need help with GoHighLevel, go ahead and comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.